Oh my god, it is finally here, the a7S III. I recently decided that I needed to upgrade my whole camera setup. More on that later, but let's just get into this. I bought this used from Amazon from its warehouse, which in all reality is more like a return, but I was able to save a couple $100 in the process. So let's open this thing up to see if it was worth it buying it used from Amazon. When I was buying this, it was in the like new condition. All the details said it just came completely repackaged in its original packaging, and it does appear to be fully packed as if this was new, so I like that so far. We got our camera strap, we have some thing, I don't know what that is. We have our charger, our battery, but obviously the most important part is the camera. I'm sorry, I'm just taking this in. You guys, this thing is beautiful. It's a big camera, I'm not gonna lie. I'm used to a A6400, which is a little smaller, so this is a big camera, but I gotta say, buying this used, I don't think I can tell that this is used. It doesn't look worn at all. But the real test, and what I was a little nervous about, is looking at the sensor, so. Honestly, the sensor is super clean. I don't see anything wrong with it. So that is a very good sign. But the other thing to check, which is something that's awesome about these new cameras, is the flip out screen. So I don't see any scratches on it. It looks to be okay. Yeah, honestly, I literally cannot tell that this camera was used at all. So I think as long as I turn this thing on and it works and nothing seems to be off about it, I think I just saved a good couple $100 for basically a completely like new camera. So now let's go ahead and put on the lens that I also bought used from Amazon to just double check to make sure that everything is running smooth, to make sure that we got an awesome deal. This is my first experience with the full frame world of cameras, so since the bodies themselves are very expensive and the lenses are also really expensive, I decided to only pick up one lens to start with, and I went ahead and got the 16-35 Sony f4, which is also a stabilized lens, and I primarily vlog, so I think this is a good beginning lens. Eventually I'll probably get one that is a bit further out in the focal range, but I think this is a good starting lens. So let's put this thing on and see how it looks. So the first thing that I am noticing is that both of these are extremely clean, but my god, this is a big setup from what I am used to. I'm so used to APS-C cameras. Okay, so this is definitely going to take a little bit to get used to, but this feels good. Like, the quality is solid. It is on, fired up. It looks absolutely perfect. I can't tell that anything is wrong with it. I'm definitely gonna have to try this out for a few days just to make sure that everything is running smoothly, but honestly, I think we saved a good couple $100 by buying this used. So let's switch over to this camera and I'll tell you a little more about why I decided to upgrade to the awesome Sony a7S III, and we'll make sure that it's running properly. Well, how does it look? This is the a7S III now. I spent some time last night figuring out what settings I want to use, and I've landed on using an actual new picture profile that they recently updated for this camera. So this is currently using S-Cinetone with movie color. So this is something that I can just pick up the camera, press record without putting much thought or effort into, and it's gonna look great straight out of the camera. So two things I've noticed right off the bat of me just filming right here is, for the longest time whenever we have decided to record in our apartment, because our walls are unfortunately ugly beige color, which our landlords won't let us repaint, the white balance on Sony cameras never get this right. It is always off and we have to just harshly change it in post. It's super annoying, but I'm just looking at my side flip out screen and I can tell this actually looks really good and it's spot on. My skin tones look totally normal. I can see the awful color of the walls. So that, plus also I'm using the active stabilization, so I've already gone ahead and I've been swapping my arms back and forth because this is definitely a bit heavier of a camera. I gotta get used to it, but so far, from what I'm seeing on that side monitor, it looks pretty stable to me for handheld footage, so I'm really liking this camera. And because I did go ahead and test out all the settings of everything last night, I did confirm that there's nothing wrong with this camera. I honestly saved a couple $100 on both the body and the lens by buying it used off of Amazon from the warehouse, and I think I highly recommend doing that to people, honestly. And worst comes to worst, you do have a return window if you tried to buy, say, this camera used off of Amazon and something happens to be wrong. Just send it back and get your money back. Maybe try again, I don't know. But either way, it literally looks like a brand new camera, feels like a brand new camera. I'm extremely happy with this purchase, so running into my own setup. We've gone ahead and redone the setup from yesterday of when I filmed what you guys just saw, because we are now getting ready to film a video for Bronte. She's gonna do some Easter stuff, but this leads me to my point of why I decided to get this camera in the first place. And that is because as Bronte grows her own YouTube channel, she has been using my a6400 more and more, and we've kind of gotten to the point of where her current camera of what she's been using forever is just not getting the job done anymore. She's been using the Sony RX100 Mark V-A for a while now, and it's a great camera, great picture quality and everything, but there are a few downsides to it. Most importantly of why we finally decided we really just need to get her a new camera is that the stabilization in it is absolutely horrible, and she is a shaky person, so we decided she needs to get my camera. I've been wanting to go full frame forever, so I decided to get this camera, and so far, looking amazing. So Bronte, you wanna tell them what we're doing?
Yes, making tie-dye Easter eggs and Easter cookies.
Yeah, so we have completely rearranged all this so we can try to film something in here. We might honestly end up using this camera for her video because anytime we have ever filmed a video in this kitchen, because of our horrible orange walls, which again, we can't repaint because of our landlords, and I don't know if it's like also the warm lights or what, but anytime we have ever filmed in here, the white balance has just always been so off. But I'm looking right now, it looks pretty dang close. So whatever they're doing for monitoring the white balance plus the new and improved color science is clearly doing something right. So I'm so happy with this camera. But I think that's gonna do it for this video. Just making a nice quick video. I just wanted to show you guys what it's like buying a camera used off of Amazon to see if it is worth it or not, and I guess my thoughts on the a7S III, which I will definitely have to do a lot more videos on. So be sure to subscribe and like this video so you can stay tuned for more content of me testing out this camera. I'm real excited. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.